Hi there guys, welcome to Such Is Life, a channel dedicated to exploring the mysteries and complexities of life and philosophy revolving around it. On this channel, we will delve into a variety of topics related to life and how we live it, including personal growth, relationships, and the search for meaning and purpose. Whether you are a seasoned philosopher or just starting to think about the big questions in life, we hope you will join us on this journey of discovery and self-exploration. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the mysteries of life together. Today we ask AI to take a look at the gist of the argument for atomic habits. The central premise of the book is that small, consistent changes in behavior can lead to significant improvements over time. James Clear, the author, argues that habits are the building blocks of success and that we need to develop a system of habits that work together to create positive outcomes, rather than relying on willpower alone. He also suggests that the key to lasting behavior change is to focus on identity rather than outcomes. By shifting our identity in this way, we can create a lasting change in our habits and behavior. Can we learn anything about the practical strategies and techniques provided in the book for implementing these principles in our daily lives? Atomic Habits is a best-selling book written by James Clear, first published in 2018. The book has gained widespread popularity, as it provides readers with a practical and actionable guide to creating positive habits and breaking negative ones. Before writing Atomic Habits, Clear was a professional writer and speaker focused on the topics of personal development and productivity. He also ran a popular blog where he shared insights and strategies for improving one's life. One of the unique aspects of Atomic Habits is that it draws on insights from a wide range of fields, including psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral economics. Clear has synthesized this research into a set of practical strategies that can be used by anyone to create lasting changes in their behavior. Since its publication, Atomic Habits has become a cultural phenomenon, with millions of copies sold and translations into dozens of languages. The book has been praised for its clear writing style, practical advice, and evidence-based approach to habit formation. The principles of Atomic Habits are rooted deeply in both philosophy and psychology, as they address both the nature of human behavior and the ways in which we can change it. One of the key philosophical concepts that underlies Atomic Habits is the idea of Kaizen, which is a Japanese term that means continuous improvement. This concept is grounded in the belief that small, consistent changes can lead to significant improvements over time. By focusing on making small improvements each day, we can gradually build momentum and make lasting changes. We see the idea of Kaizen and the principles of Atomic Habits implemented in various contexts, most notably business. Many businesses have adopted the Kaizen philosophy as a way to improve their operations and increase productivity. By encouraging employees to make small, incremental improvements each day, companies can achieve significant results over time. For example, Toyota uses the Kaizen approach as part of its Toyota production system, which has helped the company become one of the most successful and efficient automakers in the world. Fitness. The principles of Atomic Habits have also been applied in the fitness industry. Many personal trainers and coaches use the Kaizen approach to help their clients make lasting changes to their health and fitness habits. By focusing on small, consistent improvements, clients can achieve long-term success and avoid the pitfalls of crash diets and extreme exercise regimens. Education. Teachers and educators have also adopted the Kaizen philosophy as a way to improve student performance and engagement. By encouraging students to make small, consistent improvements in their learning habits, educators can help them achieve better grades and develop a lifelong love of learning. For example, some schools have implemented daily reading programs that encourage students to read for just 10 to 15 minutes each day, building a reading habit that can have a lasting impact on their academic success. Another important philosophical concept that is central to Atomic Habits is the idea of identity. According to Clear, the most effective way to change our habits is to change our identity. In other words, we need to start thinking of ourselves as the type of person who does the things we want to do. By shifting our identity in this way, we can align our behavior with our goals and make lasting changes. James Clear argues that changing our identity is the most effective way to make lasting changes to our habits. According to his theory, when we identify as a certain type of person, our behavior tends to align with that identity. For example, if we see ourselves as someone who is active and healthy, we are more likely to engage in exercise and healthy eating habits. Clear suggests that the key to changing our identity is to focus on small, consistent changes in our behavior that reinforce our desired identity. For example, if we want to become a writer, we might start by writing for just 10 minutes each day. As we begin to see ourselves as someone who writes regularly, our behavior will naturally align with that identity, and we will be more likely to continue writing. Here are some examples of how the concept of identity can be applied in different areas of life. Career. Let's say that you want to advance in your career, but you struggle with self-doubt and imposter syndrome. According to the principles of Atomic Habits, you could start by shifting your identity and seeing yourself as a competent and capable professional. This might involve setting small goals for yourself, such as learning a new skill or taking on a new project, that reinforce your desired identity as a successful and confident employee. Relationships. If you struggle with forming and maintaining close relationships, you could start by shifting your identity and seeing yourself as someone who is open and empathetic. This might involve practicing active listening, showing interest in others, and being more vulnerable in your interactions. By reinforcing your identity as someone who is caring and compassionate, you may find it easier to form deeper connections with others. Health. If you want to improve your health habits, you could start by shifting your identity and seeing yourself as someone who prioritizes self-care and wellness. This might involve setting small goals for yourself, such as going for a daily walk or incorporating more vegetables into your diet, that reinforce your desired identity as a healthy and active person. In addition to these philosophical concepts, Atomic Habits and James Clear also explores the psychological principles that underlie habit formation and how they can be used to make lasting changes. One of the key psychological principles that Clear discusses is the idea of reinforcement. According to this principle, behavior is strengthened or weakened depending on the consequences that follow. For example, if you reward yourself with a piece of chocolate every time you complete a task, you are using positive reinforcement to encourage the behavior of task completion. Similarly, if you receive a negative consequence, such as a reprimand from your boss, every time you are late to work, you are using negative reinforcement to discourage the behavior of tardiness. Clear also discusses the concept of punishment, which is a form of negative reinforcement that involves applying an unpleasant consequence to reduce the frequency of a behavior. For example, if you impose a penalty on yourself for skipping a workout, such as donating money to a charity you don't support, you are using punishment to discourage the behavior of skipping workouts. In addition to reinforcement and punishment, Clear also discusses the role of cues and triggers in shaping our habits. According to Clear, cues are the stimuli that prompt us to take action and engage in a particular behavior. They can take many different forms, such as a specific time of day, a particular location, or a specific object. Triggers are the specific actions or events that occur immediately before a habit takes place, and they can also be manipulated to reinforce new habits. Clear suggests that by making small changes to our environment and intentionally manipulating cues and triggers, we can make it easier to establish and maintain new habits. For example, if you want to establish a habit of reading each night before bed, you might place a book on your bedside table or set a reminder on your phone to read at a specific time. These cues serve as triggers that prompt you to take action and engage in the desired behavior. Clear also suggests that we can use the principle of habit stacking to build new habits into our existing routines. Habit stacking involves linking a new habit to an existing habit by performing the new habit immediately after the existing habit. For example, if you already have a habit of drinking coffee each morning, you might stack a new habit of doing a 5-minute meditation immediately after finishing your coffee. By intentionally manipulating cues, triggers, and existing routines, we can make it easier to establish and maintain new habits. These small changes to our environment can have a big impact on our behavior over time, and can help us make lasting changes in our lives. Finally, Atomic Habits also delves into the psychological concept of willpower. In Atomic Habits, James Clear emphasizes that relying solely on willpower to change our habits is not an effective strategy. He argues that willpower is a limited resource that can be depleted quickly, and that our ability to exert self-control decreases over time, especially when we are faced with multiple demands or stresses in our lives. Clear suggests that rather than relying on willpower, we should focus on making small, manageable changes that are easy to sustain over time. By doing so, we can gradually build momentum and create positive feedback loops that reinforce our new habits. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, you might begin by doing just a few minutes of exercise each day, and gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts over time. Clear also suggests that we can conserve our willpower by eliminating decision-making and reducing the cognitive load in our daily lives. By automating certain tasks, creating routines, and minimizing distractions, we can free up mental energy that can be directed towards more challenging tasks or goals. So as a final conclusion, what can we learn from the atomic habit principle advocated by James Clear? Well, what we learn is the importance of small, consistent changes, and the role of identity, reinforcement, cues, and willpower in shaping our habits. By understanding these concepts and implementing the strategies provided, we can gradually build momentum towards our goals and create positive feedback loops that reinforce our new habits. The moral of the story is that change is possible, but it requires effort and persistence. We must be willing to commit to making small, consistent changes, and to adopt a growth mindset that views failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. By doing so, we can create positive habits that serve us well in all aspects of our lives. So there you go, folks. Thanks for joining us on Such Is Life channel for this brief thought experiment. We hope that you have enjoyed exploring the mysteries and complexities of life and philosophy with us. Remember, life is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, and there is always more to learn and discover. We encourage you to continue thinking deeply about the big questions in life and to seek out new experiences and perspectives that can help you to grow and evolve. We look forward to sharing more insights and ideas with you on future episodes of Such Is Life. If you like the content, we would love to hear your comments below, and remember to have a healthy discussion so we all can benefit together. We would appreciate it if you could share, like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be updated with our upcoming thought-provoking discussions on this channel. One small gesture from you means the world to us as we try to navigate our own YouTube life. Until next time, guys, take care and keep exploring the mysteries of life.